They continued to make out, and Megan was quickly reminded of what she'd been missing. She could feel him against her body, his hands massaging her breasts, his mouth upon her neck, and not a trace of discomfort in that to be found. The only discomfort, oddly enough, came from her diapers. While they had previously been nice and cozy, they were now itchy and hot as she burned with desire. Part of her longed for Ron to rip them off and take her. For a moment, it seemed as if he would do just that. She had her hand against the fly of his shorts, ready to unzip at a moment's notice. He had her shirt raised up and was working on pulling her diapers down. He had a satisfied smile about his face. And that was when it hit her. What if this was the final part of a brilliantly orchestrated performance? Would he laugh in secret because she gave it up so easily? Would she leave here feeling embarrassed rather than satisfied? "Ron," she said, delicately pushing him away. The smile faded and frustration took root upon his face. "Ah, damn it." His sudden ferocity startled her and she drew even further away. "I think we'd better stop," she said, barely containing the alarm in her voice. "Sorry. I didn't mean to." "It's best if we stopped," she repeated, feeling rotten at herself for bringing an end to this. "Besides," she joked, "I could yell and then you'd have Kylie to deal with." "Not if I gagged you," he replied. And while it seemed he meant that as a joke as well, there was something about his manner that made her uneasy. In the remote recesses of her mind, she began to fear for her safety. "I don't get you," she said frustratedly as she began to dress. "You go from being great one minute to this really creepy asshole the next." He was perfectly somber and serious now. "I'm not what you think," he told her softly. "There was this incident a couple of months ago." "Incident? You can ask Ted about it," he said. That was all he would give her. She felt overwhelmed, confused, and more than the least bit betrayed. Still, there was pity in her eyes as she saw the look of sorrow upon his face when she turned to leave. "Am I gonna see you again?" he asked. "I don't know," she told him coldly. Meg. She had already gone. Never had she been more relieved to leave a room than on that day. "What happened?" Kylie asked, her face full of worry. "I don't know. I just don't know. Things were fine until. Shit, I can't figure it out." "Come," she said gently, and Megan approached. Kylie threw her arms around her and held her. "It was a setback," she whispered. "A sidestep, that's all. You'll be back in it in no time. Maybe not with the same guy, but..." "Come on," Megan urged. "Let's get out of here." She hung out with Kylie at the lake until she felt sufficiently recovered and headed for home. On this drive as well, her mind was buzzing with questions. What incident could he possibly have been talking about? She felt as if she had stumbled across Dr. Jekyll's secret experiment. Yet despite the bitter conclusion, there was a sweet middle of the visit that Megan most definitely enjoyed. She didn't want to abandon the prospect of any further encounters all over something that could be nothing at all. "Ah, damn it," she remarked, echoing Ron's words. Megan knew she had a decision to make. There was no way, absolutely no way in hell she was going back there until she got some answers. Unfortunately, in this instance getting answers meant having a long talk with Ted. It was sure to be awkward and uncomfortable. Plus, the answers she received could be enough to scare her away for good. And yet, she couldn't bring herself to throw it all so easily away. She knew she must decide, place her faith in the good of Ron or forever turn away. A. Megan decided that she would talk to Ted and got the answers she sought. She absolutely had to know, no matter what the price. B. Megan made up her mind to forget all about Ron and the troubling events of the day. She would rather remain celibate all summer long rather than open that can of worms again.